I'm Mindy from Cute Girls Hairstyles, and Cam's here helping me today.
Hi guys!
And we are going to show you what we're calling the Rick Rack braid. Honestly, it doesn't get much easier than this braid. It's really simple. Even the dads out there can do this one. It's really basic, but you're gonna love it because it comes out looking like this really cool Rick Rack. Do you guys remember what Rick Rack is? All of you? Like the lace that kind of goes up, down, up, down, up, down? No?
Nope.
Is that an old person thing?
I don't know what that is.
Google Rick Rack. You'll see. You'll understand why this is called the Rick Rack braid. Now to begin, you need to create a section of hair. Mine's about 2 inches wide. I went from her left normal part over to her other eyebrow and kind of formed a rectangular shape. And it's like, you know, the size of a pencil thickness. So it's not too huge, but it's a good sized piece of hair. Now I'm going to divide it into 3 sections. The only difference between this and a regular braid is that you will do 2 large sections and 1 very small section of hair. So we're gonna do 1 large, another large, and then leave myself just a little teeny tiny piece of hair for that 3rd strand. And we're going to do a normal braid. This is all a normal braid technique right here. The only difference, again, being just that I'm using that smaller piece of hair. And I'm doing a pretty loose 3-strand braid. Don't want it too tight because we're gonna be pancaking it and that becomes difficult if the braid is too tight. When I get about this far down, I'm going to stop. I think that's pretty far enough. I want to pin her hair back to right about here, so I think that's a good length. I don't want to go much farther down or the pancaking can get kind of complicated. So I'm gonna go back now and you can see this is my small strand. So small, 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 small. I only want to pancake the large sections. So this one would be a big one. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull that edge out. And I mean really pancake. Give it a nice big swoop. I'm gonna go up a section right here. Again, you can see that's a large one. Gonna give it a nice big swoop. You can see that by pulling this one out, I started pulling on this one, so I'm gonna go back and go ahead and pull that side out now too. Give it a nice little swoopity swoop. So you can see swoop, 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 swoop. So I have 2 more on this side, 2 more on this side. Go ahead and just, if you just take it with your fingers, like I kind of grab them upside down, and then just flip your wrist like this, just kind of pops them out. So this one, pop that wrist, pulls them right out. This one, pops that wrist. Now if you get where you do a long braid, what happens is it starts pulling on the other hair a little funny, and then it doesn't lay as pretty, which is why we didn't go any farther down than this to begin with. So you can see we have our nice Rick Rack. I've got 1 more right here at the top I'm going to do. And then just go back and re-pancake that one a little. And ta-da! We have our nice, beautiful Rick Rack shapes. I'm not going to do that very top one just because it leaves kind of a funny bump on the top of her head, so I like it to lay flat. So you can finish this off with an elastic, or if you prefer to just use bobby pins, that's fine too, whatever your preference is. Sometimes I use an elastic, then bobby pin, and then remove the elastic just because the elastic gives a little stability while I bobby pin. Any of those options work. Just make sure you're kind of maintaining the shape of those Rick Rack pieces. These bottom ones are mostly not going to show. Now I'm going to pull it back. You can see I left some of the hair down so that she still has like a little more grown up look. I'm just going to go to the very back of her head, kind of right at the base of her skull. And I'm gonna just find a little spot and tuck this in and grab a couple bobby pins. And go ahead and bobby pin them to her scalp. Like that, just crossing the bobby pins will hold them in place. And then throw that little piece of hair over the top. Anything you can still see. Give it an extra little tug, and you're good. You have this fun little accent braid that looks very different, but is really not that different. Okay, let's do the final spin. And back around. Camry's hair is really long, but you could certainly do this hairstyle in even shoulder length hair would work. You just have to have enough to do that little braid on the side, and you're good. Now, if you guys have not seen it, be sure to go check out this video I'll put right here. It's from Brooklyn and Bailey's channel. It's their parody video that they collabed with Studio C. It's hilarious.
I'm in it.
Oh yes, she plays a mean girl in it.
A mean girl?
Aren't you one of the ones, the campers that's kind of mean?
I guess.
Yeah, so they did a spoof kind of like Parent Trap, and then on Studio C's channel they did a spoof of Prom. So they're both hysterical, and we had a great time filming them. Yes, lots and lots and lots of laughs. So be sure to check them out. The link will be in the description box below too if you need it there. And be sure to give us a thumbs up. We love your thumbs up, so if you love us, give us the thumbs up to let us know, and we'll see you guys next Sunday. Bye, you guys.
Bye.
It's you, only you, only you. Sing like you know it's true. Only you can decide if you see this through. 'Cause you can do anything. Yeah, you can do anything.
Put your hand down.
Hey, what's your name?
Okay.
Camry, what's your last name? What's your last name? No, Camry McKnight, huh? Peekaboo.
Peekaboo.